You are watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the June 26th meeting for the Michigan City Commission for Women. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you all for attending June's monthly meeting. And thank you all, whoever's viewing out there that's attending the meeting as well. We are going to proceed with our monthly meeting for Michigan City Commission for Women. However, currently we do not have, or do we? We have a quorum, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do have, never mind. We have a quorum in case we do have to make a vote or whatnot. So we will continue with this meeting. Call to order.
Albertine Allen. Angela Carter.
Present.
Linda Conley.
Present.
Kiana Edwards.
Present.
Jacqueline Jones.
Present.
Sarah Jones. Present. Daisy Lee. Keisha Ward. Nyla Williams.
Where's Keisha? Keisha's here.
Keisha Ward.
Yes. So the only two absent today is Daisy Lee and Albertine and Nyla. Okay. If you all would like to take it, oh, I'm sorry. You said that.
That's it for attendance. That's all I gotta do for attendance.
Oh, okay, yes.
Sorry.
Okay.
Anyway.
So, did you all receive a copy of your minutes?
Yes.
Okay, and did you all have an opportunity to view them? Does anyone want to make a motion to approve the minutes, or do we see any corrections needed? Or would you like to take a moment to view them?
Over 100.
Let's give us one moment to view them real quick.
You need another copy? Thank you. Do we need more time? Okay, does anyone see any corrections that needs to be made? If not, will someone make a motion to approve, or can we have the approval of the minutes?
I motion we approve the minutes. I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we accept the approved minutes for May 29th, 2025 minutes. Thank you. Next will be the treasurer's report, and the treasurer is not present. However, we don't have any deductions. I'm not aware of anything that has been deducted from last month's report that was given. The current balance is $10,844.63. Can we, making a motion to approve this balance?
You say approve the,
The balance that we have, current balance is $10,844.63. I'm not aware of anything that has been deducted or any payouts or donations at this moment, so.
I motion we approve the balance of $10,844.63.
Anyone want a second?
I can second it.
Linda Conley seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, treasurer's report of $10,844.63 has been approved and accepted. Old business. Okay. Old business, we had discussed about the Women's Equality Day Gala fundraiser. We were going to strive to have it on the women's equality, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to. The date is changed to October the 11th. And what's taking place with that is a fundraiser currently looking at Blue Chip Casino. I spoke with the banquet manager there, but at the last meeting, it was requested, if I'm not mistaken, to also check with, or is it ORAC? ORAC, to check with them as well, or for us to think about the possibility of maybe having it at Uptown. Maybe check with them and their pricing of their venue and maybe have it catered or whatnot. We were last meeting thinking about different themes since it's an October fall. Someone has said possibly fall themes, nature spender, fall into, what did it say? Fall into leaves or fall into fall, leaves and laughter. Someone had an idea of, was it something said about Kentucky Derby or something?
With the hats.
With the hats. A luncheon, maybe looking at more of a lunch or brunch or lunch. But if it's any time, if it's at Blue Chip, October the 11th, they can accommodate us at, I believe they said we could begin at 12 o'clock because Notre Dame has a game and they have to be cleared before anyone can come in there. So it's two big teams there that day and they leave probably around 10 o'clock, so we can't start our event until 12. So if that's the
I'm
case,
sorry, you said the last meeting, 12:30 would be the earliest we could get in and start at 1.
she said, yeah, we can start at 1, but she said they should be gone by 12. So that's why I said 12:30. But so we can look at that as a venue as well. I believe we also talked about different assignments. So if you all, by next meeting, think about an area that you would like to work with. Keisha has stated decorations. I know Daisy and Nyla would be overseeing the registration. The purchasing of the tickets, I believe, is Eventbrite. Sarah will be monitoring the QR code, publicity, marketing materials. So there's many areas. So if you all have an idea of an area that you would like to work with for the luncheon, please let me know. The fundraiser will consist of not only the purchasing of tickets for the event, but also a silent auction. So having the task, each one of us maybe to connect with a business to see if they can give us certain items that can be placed into baskets, different baskets that we can have decorated real nice to auction off. It can consist of like $100 gift certificate. Someone had made mention of with the gift certificate in the bottle, with the gift certificate in the basket, maybe a bottle of wine donated from, is it Creek Wine?
Wine Creek.
Wine Creek, is that how you pronounce it? Wine Creek, okay. It could be items, if it's, say for an example, if it's a golf basket being raffled off, maybe golf balls with a gift certificate at one of the golf venues, a gift certificate from a restaurant for dinner or something like that. So we're looking at baskets maybe $100 and above, retail value or something like that, but of course we will raffle it off higher. So we're looking at that. So if you all have any ideas, please come back with your ideas next week. Not next week, next month. Or can anyone, and we're looking at a keynote speaker. So we're still looking for a keynote speaker. And it's up in the air regarding the awards to honor. This is what we discussed for the ones that wasn't present last meeting, we were thinking about possibly giving awards out or some type of recognition to some individuals in the community that's sometimes not recognized or honored or something like that. And so by all of us representing different areas on this commission, like for an example, Keisha's with Michigan City Commission for Women, and we know what the mission is for that. So she would look at someone in that area. Sarah's with Michigan City Area Schools, education. She represents education, so she would look at someone in that realm. Kiana's with NAACP, so maybe within the community, she would look at someone that represents the goals for that or the mission for NAACP. Okay, so if you all can think of some individuals and think of what ideas you have for that area and come back with your ideas for next month for that.
How many people are being honored?
Well, let's see, we were saying maybe, I don't even know if we gave a number.
We didn't.
I think we said that for right now, Kiana, we had said that we would just think about individuals that represent, how did we say that? That represent each?
Those would be like nominations,
Yeah,
and then we'd
nominations.
come together with criteria and then kind of vote.
on which
Depending, say we pick 3, then we would vote on 3 of those 9 people.
So it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be 9. It could be 3, it could be 6, okay? So we can revisit that,
Well, I said 9 because there's 9 chairs.
okay.
So then we would decide whether we want 2 people out of the 9 to be awarded, or like the 9 would be like our nominations.
Did that answer your question, Kiana? Okay. Any questions regarding the fundraiser? We still have some time, but we don't have a lot of time. October is right around the corner, so I am working on sponsors as well. If you all have any ideas for additional sponsors, please let me know. If it's a sponsor in mind that you have in mind that you think that will support us with this fundraiser, I can make sure a letter is given to them, and I can go and speak to them as well. Okay? Any questions regarding the fundraiser?
So do we want to have like a theme and advertisement type stuff by
A certain date?
July meeting, or?
We should, and that's why I was saying if everyone can come back with some ideas for that. If you could think on some things, we already have some themes down here, but we welcome other themes. And please keep in mind it is October, so if you all have, or even today, if you have a suggestion or recommendation for a theme for the fundraiser.
Could we say like our July meeting, we will bring our ideas and vote for that, and then that would give us 2 months to create the advertisements, things that we need for that.
Sure.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. So we'll table this until July, next meeting. So please have your ideas and please share or think about the areas of interest, an area that you would like to work with.
I'm just trying to plan ahead because once we hit August.
You'll be back in school.
And that's true.
Done.
That's true. Okay, so the ordinances, I did pass that out to you all, so please, at your convenience or on, regarding your schedule, I don't know how your schedule is, but can you please view that and make certain that you all read this? So it has been updated. Also with the attendance, we really have to be mindful. Right now, it was kind of saying, well, at your discretion, but at the end of the day, all of us have been appointed. We've been appointed either through the mayor or through the council or through certain agencies. And I understand things do occur, emergencies take place, I understand that, but it's at times that we can't come up with a quorum. We don't have a quorum. And if we don't have a quorum, we can't vote and we can't move on. And so a lot, sometimes we can proceed with the meeting. Like for an example, even if we didn't have a quorum today, it's at times we can proceed, but with the meeting, but we just can't. And I found that out. I can go ahead and proceed with the meeting, but we just can't take a vote. Okay, but it is important that everybody attends the meetings. Looking at 3 missed meetings in a year, really can't miss no more than probably 3 meetings per year, but just reach out, hey, things come up, Jackie, this come up, or whatever the case may be, and then maybe we can make some type of alternatives, maybe have a different date or a different day for that month. I can't say that we can change it all the time because we also have to be mindful of ALCO because they record our meetings, okay? So we have to be, and they also have other meetings that they have to record as well. So we have to keep that in mind too. So again, just make sure you reach out to me in enough time so I can email everyone and say, hey, do you all mind if we meet on this date or on this date after I speak with Andrew? Because again, with ALCO, it depends what their availability is. Okay, so, and again, things happen, but just want to make certain that we are all mindful that we really have to strive to to be here and make the meetings, okay? It was a nice turnout for Juneteenth, I see that on here. Nice community event. My understanding is that it was a nice turnout for Pride as well. So, I don't know. Oh, the parade is Saturday, right? The parade is Saturday, and I believe the kitty parade was rescheduled. So just want us to, if you're, and then also the Soul Steppers have a competition. Is it this Saturday?
Just show out.
Is it
It's their
Saturday?
annual.
Okay,
It's Saturday
okay.
at I think it's Krieger.
At Krieger? Okay. So, just want us to be mindful of, continuing to support the community and their efforts. I applaud City of Michigan City, the mayor's office, the Park and Recreation, the Events and Planning Department, the Police Department. It's like they have a lot of events, a lot of activities for the youth, for adults, fitness, St. Anthony's with Nyla. It just seemed like the entire community is pulling together and having different activities that would cater to the youth to keep them safe this summer, to keep them in a positive atmosphere, to help us enhance our physical fitness and our mental fitness or mental well-being. So I really appreciate them doing that. It's a lot of free activities as well that's taking place. So I like to see that happen. A lot of free workouts. I think it's like 4 free different workouts within the community. So also, I didn't get back with Janet Block, but I will next week. I can't do anything this week with following up with Janet. I know that was placed on pause regarding, or did we vote on that? Did we vote
Can
on
you
it?
refresh, because I don't know who's.
With Lebizniak, remember it was a vote
Oh,
taken
that's
for
right.
that, if we were gonna give a donation. It was a question asked if it's specific individuals or specific, how did you all say
I
it?
think it was like.
Artists or vendors that's
were the artists,
local community
Was there local participation?
in this traveling exhibit. Okay.
Check if there's a cost for the event or events, and how will the events reach our community directly, like our community members.
Is that going on now?
So you said can you repeat that?
I'm just looking at the notes from last month. Just check on if there is a cost for the events, how the events will reach
Oh,
our
I see that.
community members.
Okay.
I think, because I posed that question, and it was more so just thinking if we're helping contribute with a donation or whatnot. We have so many of our population that may not have the funds to go enjoy that. So I was curious to see, is it a cost for these events for admission or the activities?
Okay. I'll ask her those questions.
We had not come up with a number if we were even going to give. We had not figured out what we wanted to.
Right, because this was tabled until these questions was answered.
It was more so,
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure it was going to benefit our community members.
Okay. I think that's all we have right now. No, it's one more thing that I have to discuss with you all. And this is, and I'll read it. As part of our ongoing efforts to deepen civic engagement and enhance our neighborhoods, I am pleased to award a $3,000 community activation grant to our boards and commissions. These funds, made possible through the Mayor's Charitable Gala, are intended to support meaningful, locally focused initiatives that promote community involvement and visible neighborhood improvement. Eligible users. Each board or commission may choose to use the funds for one or more of the following purposes. One way is to provide scholarships to Michigan City residents for academic, vocational, or leadership development. A second way that this grant of $3,000 can be used is to organize a neighborhood cleanup engagement event that mobilizes volunteers and encourages civic pride. It's thunderstorming. The third way is to execute a neighborhood beautification or public art project that improves public spaces or fosters community spirit. Requirements: all projects must occur within Michigan City limits. Each board must formally agree. So each board must formally agree on how to utilize the funds during a public meeting and submit a basic proposal outlining the initiative to the mayor's office. Projects must be fully completed by March 15, 2026. A final report, including photographs and a summary of impact, must be submitted by April 1st, 2026. The goal of this initiative is to activate our boards and commissions as a community leaders, inspire creative projects, and strengthen resident connections through volunteer-driven efforts. Boards are encouraged to collaborate with local partners. So again, boards are encouraged to collaborate with local partners and ensure broad community participation wherever possible. This will also create an opportunity for Michigan City students to earn volunteer hours for the Promise Scholarship. Please direct proposals or questions to Kelly in the mayor's office, and then it gives her information. And then here I have the grant proposal, this form that we will submit after we.
When are the proposals due?
The projects must be completed
Yeah,
by March 15th.
but when are the proposals for the projects due?
Well, that is basically if it's saying projects must be fully completed, we have to come up, that's the whole, I'm gonna get to that.
Oh,
Okay. So, I already said that a final report is gonna have to be done. But this is the grant proposal, and this is what we would utilize to submit. Also, that's it.
Where is that from, the mayor's office?
Yes, and then it's also, this was also, sent out to some others who also was awarded, that's gonna be awarded this grant. It was sent out to some other boards as well as ours. So we were listed as one. So at this moment, what I'm going to recommend is that each one of us think about a way that we can implement the $3,000. How can we, what type of project can we come up with? Again, provide scholarships to Michigan City residents for academic, vocational, or leadership development. Organize, the second way is to organize a neighborhood cleanup engagement event that mobilizes volunteers and encourages civic pride. Or the third one is to execute a neighborhood beautification or public art project that improves public spaces or fosters community spirit. It's not that we have to do it by ourselves. We can come together with another agency, another board, another part of the community, of how whichever category we're gonna choose. So what I'm asking, or not asking, but recommending each and every one of us is to think on this. And then next meeting, come back with an idea of how you all would wanna see this executed, okay? And we can all discuss it. we can agree on some things, we can maybe combine some things together or combine some recommendations together and decide what type of project we're going to do regarding.
I have a question.
Yes.
You gave us a March 15th, 2026. Then you said something about April 2026.
Okay, so it says projects must be fully completed. Say for an example, if we gave an event, a breakfast, and I'm just using this as an example. We gave a breakfast and we said that we're going to give the $3,000 out to 5 students, nursing students. I'm just giving an example. We have to have that done by March 15th. The program has to be completed by then. The monies have to be, we have to have that program and everything done that day. If we said that we're going to have something beautify or paint some buildings, it has to be completed by that date. March 15th, 2026. Projects must be fully completed by March 15th, 2026. A final report, meaning including photographs and a summary of what we did, our project, that must be submitted by April the 1st, 2026. Did that answer your question too?
Yeah.
Okay. So we can table that today, and then on next month's meeting in July, we will come back, if you all can think on these, and have some sort of recommendations come together. Maybe while thinking, think of some locations, think of if it's providing scholarships, to whom, what the description, what the criteria would be, what's the focal area or the areas, because it doesn't say that it just has to be youth, it says residents, Michigan City residents, so it's saying to me that they can be an adult too. Making certain is what type of criteria we're gonna have in place for that. Are we gonna have a program or something to give these scholarships out? If it's to organize a neighborhood cleanup engagement event, what area or areas are we looking at? Who will we involve? What other, like for an example, is it, what is that called? Humanity? What is that called? Habitat for Humanity. Say for an example, how they build or they, you know what I'm saying? Like they refurbish homes or they build homes, or they used to do something about Christmas in the summer or something. They used to do
This was in
project.
July.
Christmas in July, but in April. But they used to always collaborate with other agencies and volunteers in the community. We can do,
I have one
we can
more
do the
question about
same.
this. We are
Wait. I'm sorry. Hold up. So what I'm saying with this is organizing a cleanup engagement event, if someone thought of that, just, maybe come up with the locations, what target area, what would you like to see, what type of, is it gonna involve painting, is it gonna involve lawn care, is it gonna involve planting, and then it says, well, that would be under, execute a neighborhood beautification or public art project. I guess that would kind of be the same too. So if we can come back with those ideas, that would be great. I'm sorry, Miss Linda.
Well, I was thinking, since we were given this $3,000 grant to distribute, should we focus more on women since we are a women group?
Again, we're gonna think about it, your criterias, and we're gonna all come back in July to discuss it. Okay, so we're gonna come in July and discuss it, and it'll give everybody time to think about it. And then what I'll do is or Sarah, can you have it, right? Can you also send an email out again to all of us, so they will have time to think about it too, and make certain that everyone knows that we will be discussing it. Because for an example, if someone says, hey, we want to beautify lawns, and we want to reach out in this area, it's June now, winter I'm pretty certain we want it to be done before October if we wanted to do that, beautifying, so. Any questions? Any more questions on this besides, I'm just recommending everyone to think about it and come back with a recommendation next month? Okay, so we're gonna continue. Daisy Lee isn't here for the council, for any comments regarding the council. The commissioner comments, I do know that Bethel Church, Miss Allen has stated that Bethel Church dinner is October the 25th at the senior, that's the cancer dinner. Is it the awareness of cancer? I think that's that dinner she was saying to be mindful of, October the 25th, and the tickets would be $50. And that will be hosted at Borac. It looks like someone said a porta pit chicken. Did I miss that? Was it June the 21st?
I'm not sure. I think you might be confusing these two events
Mm-hmm.
that are connected with Miss Allen, because that is her church, Bethel, but I don't know.
Oh, that's a different one.
Is,
Okay,
but Minority Health is having a breast cancer
okay.
event in September.
Thank you. Okay, so Bethel Church dinner is at the Senior Center, October the 25th for $50.
Do I need,
Thank you.
since I had these in the last week's minutes, do I need to put them again?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
Last month.
Minorities, since she isn't here, I was just saying this, Minority Health Cancer event is September the 20th at 6 p.m., $50 at the ORAC. Franciscan Women's Health Conference, Nyla isn't here, it's $10 a ticket. That's taking place October the 4th at PNW. It's Empower Her. And Nyla will be speaking on that, I believe, in August, to give a more update. There is a lot of activities going on. I know it's that fitness program with the youth and cooking and stuff like that. And I think that's at Temple Fitness, Pastor Gaston's Temple Fitness. So it's free. That's going on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I believe, at 5.
Is that particularly for the youth?
I'm not certain. I know the parents bring the children. It might be for the parents as well, because it is something that they cook. Nyla, I know, what's her name? Kia.
Okay, something.
Oh, okay. Again, okay, so now, I'm sorry, we're with the commission. Commissioner's comments. Ms. Linda, do you want to elaborate on what's taking place Saturday?
The Michigan City Soul Steppers celebrating their 25th year here in Michigan City. In fact, they are the oldest one of these youth groups with the drums and stepper and the dancers. And so this is their 18th year having this event. And so it's going to be held on Saturday, June 28th at the Krieger Middle School Gymnasium, 2001 Springland Avenue here in the city. Doors open at 4 and the show starts at 5. And we have teams coming from Missouri, Illinois, Minnesota, and also here in Indiana. And they're going to have different little prizes and concessions, family fun events. And the tickets are $15 at the door. Children under 5 and under are free. And the Soul Steppers will also be performing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what time is that?
That's going to be, doors open at 4, the event's going to start at 5
At the high school?
at the middle school,
Which one?
Krieger Middle
Krieger?
School
Okay.
Gymnasium. Yeah.
Any other announcements?
Back to school rally, it's August 9th, 11 and 3 at, what do they call that, Elston?
At the Gill Field.
Gilfield, that's it. Elston, I just don't call it Elston.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
Do we want to participate in that? Do we want to provide anything, have a table? What do you all think to support that?
Haven't we in the past?
I'm not
Have we in the
certain.
past?
I just thought about it, so I'm not
I don't
certain.
know if we did.
Not since I've been on the
Oh,
commission.
okay, maybe I did another group that I'm with, I'm out there with.
I just
And what
remember
can we
on the top.
support, or how can we support, or what will we give out? They probably have like those thin bags or whatnot.
They usually hand out full backpacks, with
Paper, pencils.
supplies, supplies in there. There's always different vendors though set up
Set up
with
vendors.
resources and community resources around.
So that's in August. So maybe we can, I mean, if you all have some sort of an idea, come back with that in July as well. And we can vote on it or recommend if we're, whatever we decide we want to
What
do,
was that date again, Sarah?
August 9th.
August 9th.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
So if you all have any ideas, let's come back with that and see how we can support Michigan City area schools and the youth, support them in returning back to school for a positive outcome, a positive school year. Is there any more updates? I do know the parade is Saturday. Fireworks is what, Friday? Yeah, July 4th is Friday. Yeah.
The 4th is Friday?
Yes. The Kitty Parade has been canceled, but they said they're gonna reschedule because of the heat. So,
They also have that event at Ames. Was that already passed or is that Saturday as well?
What event is that?
The,
I think that's Saturday also.
yeah, I think it's Saturday after the parade from 1 to 4.
what is it?
It's a family event.
The football, yeah.
Oh, the football.
That Braden Fisk is hosting.
Oh, okay, that's
I was gonna
awesome.
say Brian, but
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, so he's hosting that.
Is that the guy from?
He's giving
He's
us
from,
Gary?
no, he's from here.
Yeah, there will be different things going on there. And it's real.
Is it football camp? Like a little?
No, I know, it's a family event that he's hosting.
It's for the community though, right? The entire community. That's gonna be nice. That's very nice. Mhm. And it's at Amesville from 1 to 4? Okay. Any,
There's, the, yeah, it doesn't really say much on this advertisement, just other it's Saturday at 1. So it'd be right after the parade.
and before we conclude the meeting, we don't have any public comments, but however, we were due to set up, Michigan City Commission for Women were setting up a table, and Sarah did come, and I brought her the box, but it's a lot of items missing out of that box. And I have no clue. The last time we utilized that box was International Women's Day. So you want to share with her what items are missing?
Well, the banner was there, but not the table cover.
Oh,
That was
okay.
the main,
What color was the table cover? Do you remember?
white, I believe, with purple. Looks very similar to the banner, but it's just bigger for a table. So we had that at the, remember we had it at the entrance door, and we didn't have tape, so we had to put something to hold it on, but that was not, unless it, I mean, it's pretty big, I think I would have seen it, but I can double check.
So was it a special made tablecloth or? Okay. So I'll work on trying to get us another one replaced, but I can also
Unless
go
we
to the
like
senior
this,
citizen, Senior Citizen Center and ask them, have they seen it? If not, we can try to work on getting another one created. Okay?
Just the flyer here, for the school rally does have on here school vaccinations would be available, so.
Okay. Any other comments? Okay, can someone, motion that the meeting is adjourned? Are you all going to stay here?
I so moved that the meeting be officially adjourned.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you so much.
Who motioned that? I heard it down there.
What?
Who motioned? Okay.
Oh.
Thank you.
Aye.